Day 11 of reading more than I scroll. It's January 11th, 2026. This is day 11 of reading 6 comic books a day to try to read 2,000 comic books by the end of the year. So let's get right into it. We got Thundercats Lost issue number 10. This concludes the arc here and concludes the story, I believe. But I don't know. We got some things at the end that say differ because if you know who the Silverhawks is, we got a cool crossover coming up and I'm really excited. Next up, I read issues 1 through 5, the whole arc of Edenwood by Tony S. Daniels. Let's get into issue number 1. Issue 1 of Edenwood starts with this kid, Rion. We meet some other kids, but they come later. We'll talk about them later. But he stumbles upon this war between witches and demons, and he's drafted into this war between them, and he really doesn't understand what's going on. In issue 2, Rion gets thrown deeper into Edenwood and he starts to learn the ways of demon hunting. And then he also becomes familiar with his suit that is bestowed to him. But this is starting to get really good. And issue 3 of Edenwood is where it starts to get a little confusing for me because we're flashing back 3 years to, the time is different in Edenwood. And Edenwood is like what has been taken over by the witches, and they're trying to save part of the Midwest. But then we go to Maine time, to 3 years later, to 100 years later. I don't know. It's getting a little confusing. Issue number 4 of Edenwood, again, like I said before, it's kind of getting a little confusing, but now we start to get into these little political things that are going on. I don't know. I'm kind of getting confused. I think I need to go back and reread this again because I'm kind of lost. Then in issue number 5 of Edenwood, it starts to get a little bit better for me because we actually start to see Rion here become full as a leader. He was always like back in the background, but now he's fully becoming a leader. This is still a little confusing, and this has been off the shelves for like a couple years, but this ends with kind of a cliffhanger. I really love the art by Tony S. Daniel, but this story, I need to go back and read it again because I want to read it. The concepts, the things that are happening within his book are kind of cool, but it's a little confusing as well. Alrighty, those are the 6 books that I read for January 11th, 2026, day 11, trying to read 2,000 comic books within the year of 2026. Will I make it? What did I get myself into? That means 365 freaking videos every day. I'm gonna show up. Follow me to see if I make it. Alrighty, folks, until next time, read your comics.